Welcome to the Dawg Chug. Roger, Ed, we got guest host Lysandra on. I'm excited. Still a little hungover from
for the 76ers, but there's one particular takeaway that could carry over.
Yeah, so this is one of the most
what we got going on.
Why am I hearing the 76ers?
Are more unlock their three-point shooting. They're going to celebrate that, but this is what
the best beginning of a show we've had.
Darius Garland, his right foot injury. This is going to be important. Now, his problem
we're picking up something off of your computer.
I'm worried.
Yep, and I just took it off. Sorry.
Ooh. Gotta keep it interesting on the Dawg Chug.
I told you, Ed. I am not.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
All right, Roger and Ed, if you can start random music now, that'll be awesome, especially during the introduction. Yes. All right, well,
we have Ed singing. Ed will start singing.
Come and talk to me.
Here we go.
Oh my God. All right. Well, we have a great show planned. If anyone is going to suffer through this beginning, we appreciate you. Please come out in the comments if you're there. Let's get things moving, Ed, because break that news. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Break Ed news. This is Ed in Columbus with your Dawg Chug. Break Ed news. Struggling Cavs swingman DeAndre Hunter, who reportedly wanted out of Cleveland, spoke and said, "Why would I want to be traded? Seems legit since DeAndre's play embodies what the city of Cleveland is in, a prolonged slump." Let him know.
Wow.
Mike Tomlin is stepping down as Steelers coach after posting a 28-10-1 record against the Browns. Asked why he was so successful against Cleveland, Tomlin said because the Browns play like they're crybaby fans on social media. Soft. And finally, the Cleveland Browns interviewed Mike McDaniel for their vacant head coaching spot. And if Mike gets the job, the 2026 Browns offense could be the Vapor and the Raper. And this is Ed in Columbus with your Dawg Chug. Break Ed news.
Nice. I see what you did there, Ed. That was good stuff.
By the way, Aaron Gordon also going to be in the
We
lineup.
still have
Lysandra.
And they need to be.
What? What did I do now?
We're hearing a little audio coming through, like
your TV's still on.
God damn it! I'm watching the game. Okay, I'm a hot mess right now. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, guys. We totally planned that because we're very into comedy on this show. So,
oh yeah,
the joke's on you guys.
Well, you hit your cues perfect, Lysandra. Your cues, you hit them right on time.
Yeah, let's go one more time, please.
Yeah. My comedic timing tonight.
How's it going, Lysandra? How are you doing? You've been in Cleveland now for 6 months?
Yeah. I was just talking about that with Ed, and I'm sick of winter. Mm-hmm. But outside of that,
you had to suffer through your first Browns miserable season at home. You're suffering through your first terrible Cavs season. You're about to watch the Guardians be terrible.
Yeah.
Wishing you were back in Colorado.
It's everything I dreamt that it would be. I'm just going to tell you that. It's everything. This is what dreams are made of when you're a Cleveland fan.
The teams, they actually play good sometimes in Denver.
Yeah, no, I'm actually loving it. Saving lots of money on rent, and it's just a slower pace, and I'm enjoying it.
Speaking
I really am.
A true loser.
No, yeah.
I'm glad you said it, Andy, this time instead of me.
You can save some money, but you got to put up with a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, I know. I was just telling Ed, it's like, live in poverty or, save almost $1,000 a month in rent and deal with shitty weather. And you know what? It's a good trade-off. I'm good.
Well,
I love the weather.
And you're friends with that other guest host of ours, Lana. You're pretty good friends with her. Mm-hmm. How come you're not appearing in multiple movies?
I get the notifications, but I just got a lot going on. I wouldn't have time, and I so want to do it.
Lana a loser.
No. She has more flexibility than I do, is what I'm going to say.
So you're saying you let her have these parts. You don't want to take. Yeah, okay.
I don't want to take the glory away. I'm trying to take the high road. I'm a classy lady.
That's a nice way of saying that Lana doesn't have a life. We hear you. I mean, she comes on this show a lot, so clearly she doesn't
Don't
have a
put words in my mouth, sir.
Don't even get me started on the people that watch our show. What are you guys doing?
Hey, I know, right.
I told you it's just a matter of time before Lana has a trailer and wardrobe for the Dawg Chug.
I can't
It's
wait.
it's just a matter of time.
She could have the Dawg Chug
it.
logo on her trailer.
I'm actually getting some text messages. Can you turn your TV back on? The fans are saying the show is better.
Yeah, Andy, speaking of those people, shout out Steve. Shout out Steve.
Steve's here.
And MC Lawrence. Shout out to you as well. So,
Hey, I do have some last week you guys remember Jack called in and
Yes.
for the jersey. And his birthday was Monday night. We went to Mike's place and then he got a Myles Garrett jersey and a poster. And so he had a great birthday. And then so this happened yesterday. Henry, the 5-year-old, says he wants Dairy Queen. And I said, you don't have Dairy Queen before dinner. You don't have Dairy Queen. He said, I'm calling the Dawg Chug voicemail. That's right. To see if he can get you guys to help him to get some ice cream before. And that didn't, I didn't let him use the phone.
Oh,
so
man.
he was going to try to get you guys to get me to get him ice cream by calling you.
You should do that.
Rejected.
We would love
you guys,
to your son.
You guys live in Northeast Ohio. You should definitely have your treats before anything else because what else do you guys got?
Henry's got a mouth like a sailor. I'm not letting him call in. We're a family show.
All right. Well, we are a family show, and I hear we have a great top 10. So, Ed, I'm turning it back.
We do have a great top 10. And I do want to shout out. I do have this on. Shout out to Gary at my work who made this with his 3D printer. It's kind of like the turnover chain that the Miami Hurricanes have, but it's a brownie elf kind of thing. So shout out to Gary.
I love it.
And the theme tonight, Andy, is cucks. And so tonight's top 10, and you're going to love this one, Andy. Tonight's top 10 is top 10 things a Cleveland sports cuck says. 10 things a Cleveland sports cuck says. Number 10, the Browns have more titles than the Steelers. Like, who even knows about the AAFC? Nothing super about that. Number 9, the name Indians is racist. Fuck you, libtard. And even homosexuals think Guardians is gay shit. Number 8, Art Modell was the devil. Sure. But you neglect to talk about the piece of shit city council and loser mayor Mike White. Number 7, Mike Tomlin is just average. If average is 19 consecutive winning seasons with a Super Bowl win, sign me up for average. Number 6, fuck Kyrie Irving. No, fuck ain't no party like a Diddy party LeBron. Left your ass twice.
Yes.
Number 5.
Tell him, Ed. Preach.
Yeah. Number 5, we don't need a dome. Yeah, because freezing your ass off while the Browns get beat down on the mistake by the lake is awesome. Sure, Jan. Number 4, the rain delay cost us the World Series. No, bringing in Brian Shaw, who gave up 2 runs, cost you. Thanks for the no title, Tito. Number 3, tanking is for losers. No, winning meaningless games so you miss out on top quarterbacks is for losers. Number 2, Cleveland is a great sports town. They obviously are not referring to great as in championships since those are about one every 50 years. And the number 1 thing a Cleveland sports cuck says is Super Bowl, Super Browns. And that's tonight's top 10.
Oh, Ed.
Not out of a cannon.
Oh, out of a
Hey,
cannon,
Roger,
Ed.
send that one to your buddy Ken Carmen if you must.
Oh, I'm putting you out on Front Street.
There you go.
He did look very
Wow,
handsome.
well done, Ed. You were on fire.
You forgot, though, that we get to make fun of the Steelers for losing another playoff game. What a bunch of idiots.
Oof.
That Andy, that's the cuckery I'm talking about.
I understand. That's why I said you forgot that one, but it still feels.
I know. And you know what? I wanted to, that was going to be the ones I brought up, but I mentioned number 10 with the championships and the Super Bowls. But here's the thing, Cleveland, and I'm glad, take all the misery and all the fun that Pittsburgh's having right now. But it just irks me a little bit. And maybe that's the Pittsburgh dad in me. My dad is from Pittsburgh. But the fact is, like, you guys, you get on your social media and ha, ha, ha. And we'll have John Hilberry on later on in the show. I can't wait to talk to him about this. But are you guys get more happy in Steelers losses, or are you guys ever going to actually celebrate like Cleveland?
I understand it's completely pathetic to laugh at the Steelers losing another playoff win, but that's all we got, unfortunately.
I do have to say that my timeline is way more lit when the Steelers win. or lose some
MC,
money.
MC. Yes,
They
thank
get
you.
MC Lawrence coming through.
Thank you.
I'll tell you this, Ed. Ken
Yeah.
Carmen did like my post about Browns
Oh.
fans' infatuation with mediocrity, and that Brian Sipe is the epitome of that, where he threw an interception on 2nd and 9, from the 12-yard line in a damn wild card game, and Ken Carmen liked that. So he's on board with our, cookery here.
Okay. Well,
And there goes Roger self-promoting himself again. He's taking it.
he
page
loves
out of
it.
his
He
playbook.
does that a lot.
I do. You can catch me every day on X.
Yeah, there you go.
It might be pathetic. The Steelers did have another successful season because Baltimore missed the kick and both their coaches got fired. But again, we have won a playoff game before they have, and that feels good. And until we can't say that anymore, we get the luxury of saying that, and it matters. So,
And it don't matter that it was a COVID, no crowd bullshit game. We'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, Stefanski wasn't there, so that's probably why we won.
There you go.
all right. Well, do we have updates today, Roger?
No update.
No updates. Okay.
He's not going to work back-to-back weeks, Andy. Come on.
Well, once we get right, it's not in my contract. Back to back. That's a lot to ask. But once we get coming up in February, things are going to be moving a little more smoothly. We add more content. Things are going to happen here at Dawg Chug. So you got that to look forward to.
Shout out Phil. That's my guy, Phil. Shout out Phil.
All right. Well, Roger, I know you worked really hard to get tonight's guest. I see him in the green room. Let's not keep him out.
Yes.
He's too good. So, do you want to?
The cue, Roger. That's a cue.
That's on me.
That's a cue. Yeah.
Lana, put
I
your
was still
TV
thinking
back.
about. I was still thinking about the update I didn't do. I've been reading about the coaching search, and boom, there it goes, pops right in front of me. The number one answer. He applied for both coaching and GM. It was down to him and McDaniel. McDaniel flew out of town. I thought this guy was in as the head coach back then, and something fell through, and we ended up with Kitchens. But he's back at it. He's going to go in. I think he has I don't know in the interview. We're going to have to ask him when he's scheduled. But our good friend John Hilberry, Coach Hilberry,
Bring him on.
from the mean
John,
streets of
welcome
Kent, I think.
To the
There he
back
is.
to Dawg Chug. It's been too long, and I am excited for you to become the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns. And we thought we could ask you some questions to help you get a little prep. Plus, we do know a very high up member of the Cleveland Browns organization watches the show regularly. So,
So yeah,
get the word out. It's gonna help. Everybody
Hey.
helps.
I'm all for it. Appreciate you guys having me on. So great to see you all. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I heard a rumor that I think I might be going there on Friday to interview. Told my
Ooh,
told
that's
my
a
job that I
good-
had a dentist
day.
appointment.
It's a good day because you let everyone they brought in has been really shitty. So you get all the shitty interviews out of the way, and they're just looking to get to the weekend. They're not even paying attention. So they'll probably just let you in. Right?
Got to play the hero.
All right. Here's a question I wanted to ask. Hugh Jackson said, I got to look at the tape. Kevin always said, we're going to get better. What are you going to say? What annoying thing
What's
are you
your
going to say? during press
signature
conference?
annoying phrase?
Do
Yeah.
Not actually answer a question.
Great
And you're gonna use
question.
it every time without fail.
I found out this week. So random. We had the FBI do like a visit to work to like talk through negotiations with like hostages and all that. And I took away a couple things that I think I could bring to this Cleveland Browns position. But the one
Excellent.
thing that I want to keep telling people is I understand.
That's great.
All right, hold on. Let's try this out. Okay, your team only scored 3 points on offense today. Why did the failures happen, Coach John?
There's just a lot of things that are going on. I think there's a number of injuries that could factor into this. The quarter play wasn't the greatest, but ultimately I understand where you're coming from, and we need to fix this.
I can't wait to throw a dart at your face every time.
What is Grossy going to say to that? Yeah,
Yeah, no,
take that.
I understand. That's genius. You know what? I wouldn't. Let's cut this part out of the feed because I think another candidate is going to steal that. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, don't want any of my strategies being leaked.
All right, here's a question for you. I know you're not part of the front office, but every member of the Cleveland Browns leaves the quarterback situation even worse than it was. So how could you take this, room that has Deshaun Watson and that little guy? How could you make it worse than that?
Oh man, if I had an opportunity to maybe make an offseason signing with the -$3 million that we have, I would love to bring in like a Daniel Jones. Like I feel like I feel like the moment Daniel Jones started playing in the NFL, he was destined to be a Cleveland Brown at one point or another. And why not now? It's fresh blood. We're looking for a veteran presence. He had a great showing with the Colts until
He's
his
fresh
leg
off an
blew out.
injury.
Fresh off an injury. What could go wrong?
You understand.
Yeah, I understand, and I think that it could get a little toxic if we sign Daniel.
Wow.
So I think he could also be a great fall guy
All
as well.
That was a good answer, but let me help you in case it comes up on Friday, how you can make that a great answer. 4th round pick to get Kenny Pickett back in town. Let's go.
Oh. I got a question for Coach John. Now,
Yeah, what's up?
One thing about the Cleveland Browns is they've always been, entertainment, TMZ worthy, and you don't seem to shy away from that because you understand that. But you got the Shadorians, you got the Watson Warriors. Now, I don't really care about on the field. I'm not expecting you to win many games. I mean, if you're the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, I mean, it is what it is. You show up on Sundays and you understand, you hope to do a good job, but you understand that the organization probably prevents you from that happening. So my thing is with the social media aspect of that. What kind of coach are you going to be when it comes to players on social media? Because you have a lot of personalities in that locker room, and what's going to be your message to them, and would you actually kind of embrace that as coach of the Cleveland Browns?
Tell you what, I've got one rule, and it's be your own brand. I think be respectful, be your own brand, be whoever you want to be online. Nothing matters anyways. If you want to go shit talk your opponent, go shit talk your opponent. If you want to make death threats like Jermaine Whitehead did, go for it. I don't literally care. As long as you're making plays out there on the field, I don't care what you're doing for the other 23 hours on a day.
Nice.
All that matters is that hour that's on the football field.
So you don't believe in that bulletin board material bullshit crap that those coaches always don't give them anything. You say bring whatever you want, but just show up and make plays.
Yeah. Give them anything they want. Let's get a narrative. I want a good story. Listen, if I'm going down, I want to go down in style.
Nice.
You're telling us that you understand the players, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
I do understand them.
Oh.
Son, you got anything for the coach? You got
Any questions for the coach?
Yeah.
Man, he's
I got
nailing
one.
it so far.
I hire him immediately. What do you got?
Yes.
I got a question for you. All right, coach. You've been known to be a renegade. You march to a different beat. You get things done. You get them done your way. If you come to the Browns, you're going to go in there. What do you think about? What are your thoughts about being a thought partner with Andrew Berry and Catherine fucking Hickman? What are your thoughts on getting in the room and being a thought partner with them?
Listen, I am all for collaboration. I understand what's at risk here, right? I think that it's a new start is an opportunity to work with people that you haven't worked with before. But I think that there are some ways that we can work together better. The one thing that I would just want Andrew to do is just stay out of my way. And I want Catherine to stay out of my way while I head coach the Cleveland Browns. And, ultimately I'm dealing with the cards that Andrew Berry decides to deal to me, especially Deshaun Watson kind of lingering out there on the injured reserve or unable to perform list or wherever he may be out in the universe right now. But I don't know, maybe he's on TikTok making videos. I don't know. But all I know is that I want Andrew Berry to just kind of do his job. Catherine Hickman, do your job. Just support me. I'm willing to collaborate. Listen, let's talk about it.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
You're way more fair of a man than me.
Time. Okay. That's respectable. What about this? Some people think the Cleveland Browns are a little soft, kind of like the Cavs, maybe even the Guardians. What's your approach going to be to the preseason and in training camp?
So what I would love for them to do to harden them up, obviously don't watch the Cavaliers because the Cavs are soft right now. But what I want you to do is and this kind of goes back to my social media policy. I want you all to get on X. I want you to get involved with Browns Twitter, Browns X, whatever you prefer. I want you to start fights with Bengals fans, Ravens fans, and Steelers fans. And I want to see how you can hold your own in the comment section.
Nice.
Wow.
This is really good
So,
stuff.
no burners.
Wow.
You want them to set from their account, bring it just straight
Right.
on.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'll actually have more respect if they engage with their main account, but then they also have a backup burner.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
the
a
Ron
Kevin
Bill Murray
Durant.
method,
Right.
you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, Sandra,
Things are in.
I have a question.
Oh gosh, there's just so many things running through my mind here. I have like several questions
Well,
actually. I
shoot 'em
guess I'll
out,
just
shoot 'em out.
bunch them all up.
Yeah.
One, how are you going to deal with Jimmy's bullshit? And then two, how are you going to address the wide receiver room as well as our quarterback controversy? And that all kind of ties together considering, some of the decisions that are made higher up.
You're so right. The common denominator in that equation and that all those questions is Jimmy's bullshit. So when it comes to dealing with Jimmy's bullshit, either I could give him the cold shoulder. I won't be supportive. I'm not getting my gas at Flying J, right? I'm going to Speedway. I'm going to Circle K. I'm getting those reward points. Not giving him my paycheck. He's already paying me. Why would I give my money back? In terms of that, if he's trying to talk to me and kind of, give his point of view, which usually makes no sense. He should just be there to sign blank checks. I'm just going to continue to hit him with an I understand. And, if that falls on deaf ears, perfect. But at least he'll know that I understand. When it comes to wide receivers, so, I've been thinking about this because the Browns are in an interesting point right now in the draft stack and order. I think they're picking number 6 if I'm familiar with the flow. I still haven't. I'm still a little bitter over the end of the season with everything that was kind of going on. But I would absolutely love. So I think there's 2 ways that you can look at this. I think you can get a top wide receiver off the board at number 6, such as Carnell Tate. Like I would love to have Carnell Tate for the Browns. Or if you were looking at the number 6 pick and kind of looking for like that blue chip offensive lineman, top tier prospect, and then you have an opportunity to draft with that Jaguars pick later down in the first round. I really, really liked Mekhi Lemon. I think that he would be a really cool player to fill in the wide receiver room as well.
So you think they have to go tackle and wide receiver first round, no matter what order, basically?
I think that is like, because I think the offensive side of the ball is really what they need. Like they have to retool that from the ground up. Like I think there's no way going around it. Like you're going to have to focus on it. Right. I think worst case scenario, which is also best case scenario in this aspect, like if there's just not a guy there for offensive tackle or wide receiver that you feel confident picking, and you don't really want to like chop it up to a fringe quarterback guy just to say that you took a top, 10 quarterback pick. I liked Caleb Downs as well. Like go get a generational-esque like player that could really be a blue or a cornerstone for the defense in the backfield. Like that would be a really great pick. Just take the best that's available. But ultimately, like either if you have the ability to take Carnell Tate, take Carnell Tate, and if he's not there, take an offensive tackle and get somebody with that second pick.
Nice.
All right.
And then.
Coach. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say quarterback. Let's just keep rolling with Shador. I saw enough. I was throwing up the wrist. Might have been too many beers in the stadium, but I bought one of those Shador fucking Sanders t-shirts, and it was great.
Nice. Coach. I saw some things. I'm sorry, Roger First, Chicago Falls. Dawg Chug. I saw some things on Steelers X Twitter, and are you interviewing with the Steelers and the Ravens? I've seen some things popping up that you are planning on interviewing with the Steelers and Ravens. Is that true?
I heard that. I can't say that I'm tied to those job openings, but I will say I saw Ron Bill Murray is out there getting interviewed. So good luck to Ron. I know that he's a great candidate out there from Northwestern, but yeah.
I don't see him much on my feed, and I miss Bill. I miss him. He's good.
Yeah, he's hard to get in touch with. Sometimes Ron is just a little too busy at work, talking to the FBI and all that other random fun stuff.
He's my favorite follower on.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Got it.
Does anyone else have any pertinent questions?
Yeah, I have one more question because I love how Coach is all about the brand and the social media aspect of things. But what would you say to the Browns social media, like the people on X and stuff like that? Do you think they need to toughen up? Do you think they need to change some of their behavior, or do you like what you see on it?
It's funny you bring that up, Ed. It literally, I was thinking about this the other day. I think they had it's been within the last couple of years, but the way that they've approached social and the way that they have like their tone of voice and like their brand voice online, it's very like teenager-esque. And like when you think about like how they would tweet like 7-8 years ago when like Baker was the quarterback, or around like that time, like Dorsey era, I don't know. I feel like the social media landscape has just changed so much that like brands are interacting like actual people online. And it's just so weird to see, because it's like, I don't like, the Browns can do whatever they want on their pages, but also I don't want them acting like one of us almost. Like I want them to be professional, and I want them to give us the content that we really want to see outside of like, like I love like artist collabs and what they're doing with the community and all that. Like that's all super great and stuff. But like when they're acting like a 16-year-old girl that just got her first iPhone, like I don't want to, like, they'll be like, oh my God, Miles broke the sack record. It's like, cool. Like, but like, why did we have that tone of voice?
Thanks.
Just my thoughts.
Well, I think you're going to nail this interview on Friday, but it's important to go out with a good closing statement. So why don't you hit us up with how you would finish your interview on Friday, and if we have any feedback, we can give it to you, help you get the job.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would let Jimmy and JW. I'm sure JW is probably going to be in that interview as well, along with Andrew Barry. I just thank them for the opportunity. The thing about being, Cleveland Browns, the opportunity to be a coach in the NFL. I mean, it's one of 32. Like just getting to that point where you're being interviewed and considered for those roles is incredible. So again, thanking them for the opportunity, congratulating them on the enormity of all of their success. I think they've done such a great job building this team into a true head coach destination. And ultimately, like, I understand if they don't want to go with me. I'm not very qualified, but it's almost like we've seen every single other possible route. So what's the harm in letting a fan do it?
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
And sorry, I have to ask, what are your salary demands?
Commensurate with the cost of living in Cleveland, Ohio.
So
probably I'd be happy with 80K. Yeah.
$80K a year?
80,000 a game?
No. Salary yearly, yeah. Just,
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, 401k match, healthcare.
If you don't get this interview, we're pretty sure our friends down in Cincinnati are going to lose their head coach, and they're going to be looking in Mike Brown. If he hears $80,000 a year, he's going to
fire.
Butch Davis got a heated driveway. Butch Davis got a heated driveway. You don't even want a heated driveway?
Paul Brown Jr. will be texting in your DMs before midnight.
Wow.
Listen, I would, if Mike Brown offered me the head coach position for 80K, I would just hope that he would send the same car he got Joe Flacco in, so I could ride down 71. Yeah, no driveway. Just give me my little apartment here in Fairview. Let me have fun with it.
Hey, John, when you're going through on 71, when you pass through Columbus, come pick me up. I'd like a spot on your staff.
Be sure to let the Uber driver know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, that was awesome. I think you guys are witnessing the next coach of the Cleveland Browns. And
hey, Coach, one more question: who's your pick to be if it's not you?
Oh well,
who's your pick?
Roger, I'm glad you said that. We're not letting John leave without putting him under rapid fire.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Oh man.
John, you are going under rapid fire. You have 3 seconds to answer. I just need a yes or no or answer the question. I don't need any other bullshit. And if you feel like adding bullshit, guess what? I understand, but just don't fucking do it.
I understand.
You ready?
Mhm.
Okay. Firing Stefanski was the right move.
No.
Not firing Barry was the right move.
No.
Browns found their kicker of the future.
Yes.
Myles Garrett is the best defensive player this decade.
Fuck yeah.
Jim Schwartz should get the Browns head coaching job.
Yes.
John Harbaugh would be a home run hire for Cleveland.
Yes.
Watson will be the starter next year.
No.
Shador needs a lot of work.
No.
Losing out on Mendoza will prove to be costly. The Dawg Chug will be better in 2026.
Let's get better every day.
And finally, who do you want to coach the Cleveland Browns?
Give me John Harbaugh.
And you are off rapid fire.
Wow. Well done, John. Nice
That was
job.
Excellent work.
When we show the tape of what rapid fire is
The
all
tape.
about, we got to play that one. You mastered that, right, Ed? I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
I was hoping he would say himself, though, honestly, because he's got an interview on Friday. Or, I mean, a dentist appointment on Friday. My bad.
Yeah, you don't want to be overly confident though going into an interview, right?
Yeah.
You got to
Nah,
see a little.
nah.
You already
little
said.
humble.
Hopefully they stopped watching, or Andrew Berry did, because he already said that Andrew Berry should have been fired. So we're hoping we won't play a clip of that.
Oh, we blocked him a while ago. He can't even watch
That's
anymore.
true.
Oh, my
That's
boy
true.
Phil does want to know. How are you going to deal with the aunties, the Shador Sanders aunties that
It's all love. Listen, I love
All
a good
love.
dialogue. If you can change my mind, like, listen, I'm all about perspective. Like, listen, the only like hill that I've ever died on for the Cleveland Browns was the Baker Hill. Like, I'm
Yeah,
the type of
yeah,
person
me
where I
too.
can be talked into a narrative, right? Give me the supporting facts. Like, like, listen, after watching Shador play for like the last month and a half, like those were the only Browns games that I truthfully went to this year were the Shador games. There's so much energy. There's so much of a vibe around him. And you can see that, like, unlike Dylan Gabriel, he was improving every single game in some way, shape, or form. And the way that he handled himself professionally was also really, really refreshing. So, listen, I'm all in on Shador. I want to see another year of him. And, you know, to all the aunties and all the Shador fans, like, let's keep cheering for the guy and let's just have fun with it and see where it goes. It's a roller coaster.
nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Love that answer. Well done.
Hey, John, if I was Jimmy, you're hired.
And you might be. There's a pretty good chance.
Just unmatched.
All right. What about opposition position? Should we jump to
Yeah,
that?
why not? Why not? Okay, so my question I want to premise, and I'm just going to ask John this: the Browns need a veteran head coach to change the culture. Do you believe that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, then you're going to be arguing that they don't need that. See, that's the fun part. And then we'll have Andy did such a good job in one last week, so convincingly that we'll have him saying that he needs a veteran coach. Lysandra, who goes first?
Oh, I wanna see Hillberry go first. You've been killing it tonight.
All right, John. So you're going to argue that one of these 30-something-year-olds can change the culture and be good for the Browns. You got about a minute and a half. Fire away.
Well, you know, thinking about the coaching situation, I think there's 9 NFL openings right now, which is, I think, the most since 2022, and 2 of them prominently being with the Steelers with Mike Tomlin, as well as the Ravens letting go of John Harbaugh. That's showing that even though you can have a track record of success for almost 20 years since the time that I was 14 years old to that I'm a grown man paying my taxes, doing taxes during tax season, that you're getting let go from your 20-year stable, never losing season job. Like, you can do everything perfect. Yeah, you might not get to the playoffs, but you had a winning record. You know, there's something to say about appreciating the old, right? And having the older coach in there as a voice of stability. And I think that's what Browns fans are really looking for when they're thinking of an older coach. But then on the flip side of the coin, you have newer coaches and you bring newer, fresher perspective to the game. And I think that there are opportunities for coaches to not only bring in that freshness to the organization, because think about the way that the organization positions itself. It's positioned as having a historically rich history. There's past success, but you have to be forward thinking in the NFL. And I think when you're forward thinking, I think you're thinking about getting younger. I think you're having a player's coach almost mentality where it's like you can get a guy in there almost similar to like what a Sean McVay did like 10 years ago, right? Where he almost was like that breaking trendsetter for a new wave, a new generation of head coaching candidates, as like that old cycle was kind of cycling out with like the Mike Shanahans and the Jeff Fishers and all of those kind of coaches. So I think the younger coaches definitely bring a fresh perspective. I think they bring new thinking. And I think ultimately the younger coaches and those younger groups of coaches are who push and evolve the game forward.
Wow. Well said. Well put. Andy, you have a tough act to follow.
Yeah, well, John said a lot of words. I'm going to use less.
Yes.
We've got a big problem in Cleveland, and that is 6-year vet Andrew Berry. And for someone to come in fresh-faced, new, doesn't really understand the job, that means Andrew Berry's going to be above them. That's not good, folks. We need someone that's been successful outside of our organization, that has a couple of years under his belt, that can come in and be at least at Andrew Berry's level or above. That's the only way we're going to get outside of this fucking guy's orbit. So bringing a new guy, it's just going to be another Kevin Stefanski disaster. You all know it to be true. So I win.
Damn. Wow. Roger, we'll go to you first. Who are you giving the nod to tonight?
Oh man. Andy hit everything that I believe in to my death.
I know.
All right. And but then again, I'm watching Coach John, and I zoned out of Dawg Chug and I zoned into that like I'm watching NFL Today. And they were interviewing like it was like we were real for a minute there, like real football. I'm gonna clip that. And so then I gotta go, since it was so close that way, I gotta go to Andy drives the Cyber Dog, at which somebody asked me earlier if he's going to get a head coaching interview, if Cyber Dog is going to get a head coaching interview. That was our good friend James asked me that.
And to answer all put the questions to rest. They did ask Cyberdog to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, but he's holding out for the Ravens or the Steelers job. So he declined.
Yeah.
He declined.
That's a
all
smart
right. Well, anyway, Andy, you got the Cyberdog, but John hosts Emo Night, babe. He's Emo Night. And
Great
I gotta go. That and he promised to make me the chief of social media for the Cleveland Browns when he gets a head coaching job. So I'm going Coach John.
Fix it in.
Damn. Lysandra, what say you?
God, just being a Browns fan for as long as I have been, since the 80s, I think that we as a fan base deserve stability. And I think Andy kind of covered everything and kind of made the less is more argument very, very convincing to me. So I'm gonna go with Andy, though Coach Hilberry has been killing it on every question tonight.
It's a coin flip.
It's a tough one tonight.
It is a tough one, but God, I just want our team to be fucking good. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this crap. We need stability. We need somebody that's going to come in and change the culture and not be buddies with our fucking players.
Well, then now you're going to make me decide. Thank you, Lysandra.
Decide.
I will say one thing. I really like what John said about about the Browns and their tradition, about what their brand is, because it is a tradition about the past. And one thing about Paul Brown, people forget Paul Brown was very innovative. He was the one that put the in the helmets, the radio in the helmets and everything like that, the signals, and he was very forward thinking. I like the word John used, the forward thinking. Obviously, I like what Andy said. I like the fact that he was very short and very concise. I love that. But I do think that no matter how much I want Andy, his idea to supersede and Andrew Berry to be knocked down a peg, because let's be real, he's kind of been horrible except for this past year's draft. Andy always says this, and I'm gonna go to this because I'm weaseling my way out of this. You always make the guests feel welcome. Coach John, you got your first win. Hopefully you'll get it Friday. Congratulations.
Cock.
Died by your own sword, Andy.
I knew it, Andy. I knew it. You
Your
always
own
make the
words
guests
come back
welcome.
to
Andy, you
gotcha.
told me that. You told me that. So congratulations, John.
You
are
also
the
have to have integrity and give the due winner the win. I mean,
Not
what
on
are
Dawg
you?
Chug.
What are you, a
We
Democrat?
kiss ass here.
Oh no, don't go there. Don't go. Damn.
Not on Dawg Chug.
Oh.
Well, John, thanks for you got any
John,
words? I mean, or you want to stick around?
Well earned. Well earned.
Yeah, it's up to you,
Appreciate
John.
it. I appreciate it. You guys always host such a fun show to hop on. I know
Oh.
sometimes my schedule is just so sporadic with all of my randomness that I'm kind of dealing with my week, whether it's work adventures, emo night adventures, or if I'm still just fighting a Steelers fan.
Whenever
Or
we
all
can-
the
Nice.
that's another way of saying all the other interviews he's going on.
Well, we do have spit sip chug, John, and it's up to you if you want to stick around because we don't kick people off the Dawg Chug because guess what? We're lucky to get people on.
Yeah, you're welcome to stay or go if you got something to do.
Yeah.
Listen, let's I'll see it through. I'll see it through.
All right, I'll sit through. Okay.
We lost
Well,
All
we will
right, let's
start,
go.
we'll start the staple of the show. It is Spit Sip Chug, a game with so much claim and fame. And yes, Andy, I did give it its name. It's a game where these are statements. I will say a statement. They're not a question, so don't question my statement. If you heavily agree with that statement, you will chug. If you hate that statement and disagree with it totally, you will spit. And if you're somewhat lukewarm on it, you will sip. Roger is not allowed to sip because I ask Andy all the time and he says no, so I won't even ask him. Roger,
You said
cannot
last year I can all year, and I think that's bullshit. I put in an appeal with our human
It
resources.
hasn't been heard
so-
yet. It hasn't been heard
All
yet.
right.
It
All
hasn't
right.
been heard yet. You know how these things happen. So we will start with you, John. We will start with you. And the first statement is, besides you, but this may hit some. When the Browns announced the hiring of Grant Udinsky, you will be excited.
Testing.
He is chugging, kind of sipping, chugging.
That was a chug.
That's a chug. Okay. Okay. And why you feel free to elaborate.
Again, I think it kind of goes back to, as much as I want John Harbaugh, I think that is such an intriguing coaching decision and coaching hire for this hiring cycle, where it seems like this is the hot shot, top, young prospect for head coach position. So let's see what he can bring to the table. Obviously, I feel like the Jaguars had so much success this year. And it would be also very curious to kind of just see next year, like, all right, how do the Jaguars adjust from losing their offensive coordinator?
Nice one. Andy.
Look, we're not going to get John Harbaugh. We're just not. And it's not going to be anyone like with a proven track record. I don't even know that there are that many guys with proven track record. So if you're going to go horrible, at least do someone that has something exciting about him. And I got to say, a young offensive mind. I know we've heard it before and it failed miserably, but I bet if we just keep doing the same horrible thing over and over, eventually it's got to work, right? So yes, I'm going to be excited probably with whoever they hire because I'm a fucking idiot homer. But yeah, that guy's name's got a little polish to it. I'd be excited about that. So I'm going to chug.
Yeah. I will follow and be a cuck as well. I got my, and chug. The more I look into this guy, I mean, he's what would be the youngest head coach in the NFL, and he's a handsome fellow. I like that.
Yeah, not to interrupt, but we need someone attractive for Lana, right?
Yeah.
Get some
I'm
fat-
looking out for a fellow dog chugger right there. But yeah, not a bad looking guy. But you know what? He's got a good looking offense too. He made Trevor Lawrence actually look like not a Hanson member. Bop made him look good. So I'm all for bringing in the young cat because why not? I mean, like Andy said, it's more of the bad kind of philosophy of hiring, but maybe it turns out this time. So, hey, Grant Udinsky, welcome to Cleveland. Roger.
I look excited.
No.
Do I strike you as somebody that's excited about Grant Udinsky, who's
can't
never
Tell if
called
you're excited.
plays,
I can't fucking
who's
see you.
never
Thanks, Andy.
Listen, man, no matter what talent this young guy has, he's going to be sitting down on a table with Andrew Berry and Catherine fucking Hickman. And once that happens, you know what? We already had. People talk about Sean McVay. Sean McVay walked into a situation of a team that was ready to win, kind of like Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski walked into. And you know what? They're rebuilding something that they never won anything but a bullshit COVID game with nobody in the stadium. Am I excited about them hiring a guy that's going to just do what they tell him to do? And no, not at all. Absolutely not at all. What's their plan on offense? Is he going to get another young guy to call plays? Like Lissandro said earlier, I don't need anybody that needs to be buddies with the players. This organization needs discipline. It needs somebody that knows football. If I can't get Harbaugh, like you said, there's no way Andrew Berry's going to hire the guy that's going to fire him. Give me Jim Schwartz. We've been experiencing. We had the young guy at Pat Shermer, the up and comer. We had Chazinski, the up and comer. We had Kevin Stefanski, the up and comer. Swinging and missing, just swinging and missing. Give me a fucking guy that knows football and knows that disciplines players. We don't need a coach that encourages more. Except for Coach Hilberry, if he's going to come aboard and encourage them to do buffoonery. Other than that, we need discipline. You don't need Mike McDaniels vaping in the locker rooms with them, smoking the ganja. We don't need it. This organization's not at that point. We're not there where the Rams were when McVay walked into. Give me a football coach.
Okay. Well,
not a mathematician.
I'm going to give you Lissandra. What Lissandra? Go ahead.
He said ganja. He had me at ganja. I'm gonna have to, yeah. I am going to have to, what is it? Announce the hiring. Will I be excited? I'm gonna spit. I'm not gonna be excited. And I just took a sip so I can actually spit out what I sip. So
there you go.
now I don't know too much about the guy. I do know that apparently he is young and attractive. And I did some quick homework on him, and I think there are some advantages because he's known to have revived quarterback careers. And has an offensive mind. But on the flip side of that, I would have to still agree on my stance of having a head coach that is established, that is a culture changer, and that's going to be able to walk into a situation that has been an ongoing lifetime struggle of trying to get a championship in this city. And so with that, like I said, I'm not excited about it. I would like to have somebody with more experience that will come in, change the culture, and not be buddies with the players. And yes, the fresh perspective is good, but I would have to say like a truly good coach is going to have a fresh perspective, and they're going to be able to evolve and be able to create a winning team despite not being 30 years old. So
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, just one more thing. Just think how easy, if he does become the coach, how easy Strudinsky girl's just going to roll off people's tongues.
Strudinsky girl. There you go.
Oh my God.
Well, that's forward thinking, John, right there. That's forward thinking right there. Is that what we got? Andy, we ready for statement number 2, or do you got something brewing here? All right. Okay. Statement number 2. I like this one, actually. I wrote it, obviously, but the Browns need to keep Jim Schwartz at least as defensive coordinator.
Yeah. I'm going to annoyingly sip on this one. It all depends on who you hire. I hope it works with Jim Schwartz. I think he's a great defensive coordinator. I would love for him to continue, but obviously he's not going to mesh with everyone, and I don't want them to force anything down anyone's throat. That would be a big mistake. If we get a young guy, it should absolutely be Jim Schwartz, though, especially if it's an offensive-minded guy. Other than that, it might be a little confusing. So I'm going to sip, and I apologize.
I apologize as well. I'm going to sip as well, because I do think that they're going to go with the young offensive mind for the coach. And yes, you want a veteran defensive coordinator, but I'm not going to tell Grant Udinsky or whoever they hire that you have to keep Jim Schwartz. I don't think that's fair. But I mean, I think Jim Schwartz, obviously keeping him, that would be a great thing. But at the same time, you can't force somebody because, it's their job as head coach to lose and go down with the ship their way. And that would be with their people. I will say one thing. I'm just so glad Bubba Ventrone is going to be gone no matter what, special teams coordinator, no matter what happens. That's a win for Cleveland. So, but I'm sipping on the Jim Schwartz thing. Hope he stays if it all works out. But if not, hey, thanks for your service, Jim Schwartz. And you helped Myles Garrett get the sack record, 23 sacks. So congratulations there. And you had a pretty good defense in your tenure in Cleveland. Roger.
I found a loophole, and I am going to chug on Andy and Ed Sip. So I'm chugging on the
Nice.
sip.
All right.
He doubled the sips.
Fair play. Well played.
Yeah, well.
Bam, I'm always
Oh,
thinking.
dog chug logic right there.
Everything you guys said, you can't force a coach on. And here's the other thing. Jim Schwartz and our defense with the players that he has great players right now in some key positions. Not Myles Garrett, Grant Delpit. He's got a rookie of the year, a linebacker. Denzel Ward, they shut him down. You didn't hear much. But here's the thing. Grant, that defense is a wide nine and successful when your offense is scoring points, because then the defense is getting behind. They can get after the quarterback with their front four, and there's holes everywhere to run through the wide nine. So if you're not scoring points and they're ahead, they're going to kill you. It don't matter what Jim Schwartz does. You know what I mean? He's just as good as his offense is going to be, Jim Schwartz. So that's what the most important thing is. What do you plan on doing on offense to provide the help or the stability that wide nine needs to operate and get after a quarterback and, turnovers and be a top 5 defense in the NFL? That's what it takes is a good offense for Jim Schwartz and his defense to be a top 5 defense, is a good offense. So
Nice.
are the Browns going to provide that to Jim Schwartz if he's at least our DC? And that's what Jim Schwartz is going to look at if he even wants the fucking job, because there's going to be other DC jobs available all over the NFL. So
Nice. Lysandra.
I really like Jim Schwartz. I just think he's cool. He's he's got the no bullshit attitude look on the sidelines. He's got his shades on and he's walking around like he has no fucks to give. And I love it. And I just love his presence. And after listening to what Ed had to say, you made a really good point. You can't sit there and force a coach to keep, another part of the staff that's not, what you had in mind. And then Roger made another good point, is that you're only as good as your offense. And I mean, look at our record this season. We had a top tier defense. If we would have had even a mid-ass offense, we would be in the playoffs right now. Our defense
probably win the division.
Yeah, there was no reason why the Steelers are supposed to win the division like that. And it's disappointing. It's quite
So
disappointing.
does Jim Schwartz want to stay around for that?
Does he? And the other thing is does he want to take a back seat after being a DC here? What if he wants to be the head coach? What if he doesn't want to take that back seat? And so, yeah, I'm going to have to sip on that.
Wow.
I would love to see him. I would love to see Jim Schwartz stay, but that's really just dependent on what the new head coach wants and where the direction of the team is going to go and whether Jim Schwartz even wants to stay. So it's really up in the air. There's just so much going on and so many vacancies in the league that there's really nothing concrete that you can really say. So I'm going to sip. So I did.
Okay.
That's 4 sips and a chug.
Coach John.
I think I'm gonna have to sip on this one. Let me get this sip in.
Does that count as a thing, Ed?
What's that?
No, go ahead, John.
I was just gonna say I'm sipping on Jim Schwartz. I love what he brings to the football team. He's so professional. I think the way that they ran the defense the last few years that he has been in the building has just been top notch, especially a breath of fresh air over Joe Woods. I just think that the Cleveland Browns if they do go in this younger route that, I feel like a lot of people are thinking that they're going to go, especially if you lose out on Harbaugh, like you are not going to, you're not expected to stay. So I think that, wherever he ends up, if they do go that route and he's not retained, I wish him all the best. I think that he's a great defensive coordinator. I even liked him when he was the head coach of the Lions really, really long time ago. And then, he ended up making some moves. I think he was over with the Eagles for a little bit when the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
The one thing that I was toying around too with was, and I know this isn't really the question, but like, with Jim Schwartz, like
statement.
But like, see, I would honestly, if Jim Schwartz was offered the head coach position, I would absolutely love to see then the Browns hire Mike McDaniel as offensive coordinator.
Yes.
Like I would be open to that. And that gives a younger perspective to the team still, but then you retain that leadership and that veteran presence as a head coach.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to hire you as GM. You should be the GM, not the head coach.
We definitely need that young perspective on the offense.
Yeah.
Right. But not in charge of the whole team.
Yeah. That's a great that's a great
Wow,
answer.
that was a great answer to that statement,
Yeah.
John.
On Friday, you should mention that
Yeah.
obviously you're going to be firing Andy Berry next year, so I want you to consider me for that position.
Mention this at your dentist appointment, please.
well, I will.
It wasn't that all around. Everybody's got a chug because I chugged on the
Yeah,
sit.
why the hell not?
But-
Why the hell
All
not?
right.
Everybody's got a chug.
And our last spit, sit, chug statement's a little fun, and I want to take us away from the Browns because we've ruined the show talking about the Browns the whole time. And I did say we're going to talk about Cavs, but they suck. This one doesn't suck, and this one's kind of fun, and I'm kind of on the bandwagon a little bit. And we'll start with me. I like it. But Indiana is the greatest college football story in the last 50 years. And as me being the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of their number one fans and a graduate of the Ohio State University, I love the Buckeyes. And they lost the Big Ten championship game to Fernando Mendoza and the Indiana Hoosiers. But how can you not fall in love with Coach Cignetti and what they're doing over in Bloomington? I mean, it's fun, and hopefully they will get the job done against the Hurricanes in Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where Fernando Mendoza makes a trip home, where he grew up only like a half a mile away. I mean, it is a fun story. And the fact that they turned the Indiana Hoosiers, who was a basketball school, now they're kind of dead in basketball, and they're winning football games. And as a fan of the Big Ten and a fan of Ohio State, I could have never saw this coming in the way that it's been turned around. I mean, if you aren't on board with this and find this a feel good story, then you don't got a pulse, I think. But I definitely would say maybe it could be the greatest college football story ever. Who knows? I said 50 years because I was just trying to put a time on it, but maybe within the last 100. I mean, so I definitely am chugging on that. And who's your daddy? Indiana. Let's go. Roger.
I'm chugging. I'm a Big Ten fan. I'm going to name drop. We need the graphic that says long-winded. We need name drop graphic because Lima came out. He's a Buckeye graduate, and he came out and kind of declared his allegiance to the Hoosiers.
Yeah, me too.
And I mocked him a little bit for it. And but Ed, you're right. What a great story. What a head coach. It's almost like it's a time warp and we're back in real college football.
Yeah.
Is what it feels like to me, like real Big Ten football. And here comes a dog out of nowhere that hasn't won anything ever. And Indiana's a basketball state, all that. And it's a great story. It's a great story at the end of what's the college football's dying. It's dying, and it might be the best story, and the best way for college football to go out is for the Hoosiers to win a national championship before it's full-blown semi-professional football with the redshirt change is coming, which is needed. Definitely needed more, eligibility for these players to grow and get better and make NFL better and make the college football game better. So, the Hoosiers, really collegiate football's dead. And for the Hoosiers to win a championship would be a great way to close it out. So I'm chugging again. This is the end of my Edmund, and I'm drunk.
Nice. Lysandra.
All right. While I do love football, I don't follow college as much as I do NFL, but I do follow enough college to know that I'm going to chug on this.
Nice. You know, if we all chug again. Just saying.
Well, I ran out. God damn it. Okay. I'll just fake chug then.
There you
But-
go.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
So yeah, I am gonna have to chug. It's been refreshing to see this. I know that this is kind of like what you all were saying. It's like one of the last great stories before college football truly changes. And the one thing that has made this a really fun story is, I mean, I feel like stories like this are going to happen more and more now that there's a transfer portal. There's a lot more, I guess,
Good
more
point.
even distribution of talent. And you're going to see a lot of just random teams, I feel, in the coming years just come out of nowhere and have this kind of story. But for Indiana, I think it's awesome since they've never won anything. But I feel like you're going to see the resurgence of schools just like Miami. They haven't been legitimate and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
relevant
Look at
since the
Texas Tech
90s.
is back. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, these schools are starting to come out of nowhere again, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that the transfer portal is open, and it's allowing these players to not have to be tied down to playing under a Nick Saban or something like that, and it's distributing the
Urban Meyer,
power
Ryan
amongst
Day.
the NCAA, and it's not making just single powerhouses anymore. And I think that I think it's great. I think this is an awesome story. Just
Nice.
it's giving some of these kids that would never have been noticed before. I mean, a place on the national stage, and Mendoza. Wow, like like I said, I don't
You look good in brown and
follow.
orange.
Oh man, I know,
Lord.
but just watching him, he's just so accurate, and he's just so cool under pressure.
fun
And
and exciting.
Just
the
think the Raiders,
fucking Raiders are gonna get him. Oh,
the
All right.
Raiders are going to ruin his career in 3 years.
I know.
We got that to look
We
forward
could have
to.
been the team to do it. Gosh, that would have been
I
fun.
know. I
I
mean,
know,
at
I feel
least
so.
like
All right.
God, but
John, what say you?
I'm chugging on this one as well.
Nice.
I think it's such an incredible feel-good story. I think, I think a lot of the points that were stated, I mean, these random programs that are getting the visibility in the spotlight versus in Alabama, right? Like, think about how often we saw Alabama in the national title scene for the last 15, 20 years versus now a team like Miami versus with Carson Beck as their quarterback versus Indiana for the national title. Like, it's so fun. It's so random. It's so chaotic. And I think that's when the NFL and football in general, college football is at its best, is when the parity is there, right? And like it's anybody's game, most games. And I think that's one of the big reasons why I love college football, but like I'm not fully invested in it, watching it every single week in and week out, because I know half the games are going to be blowouts, right?
Yeah.
And to see these random title runs and to see these random victories and these underdogs that are defeating these greats, like that is the stuff that makes sports so special, because everybody wants to cheer for the underdogs. And to just see these Cinderellas go on these runs, I think it has just been so refreshing, and it's going to have me tuned in to see who's going to win this game, because I think both teams they're both on these crazy runs, whether it was, Indiana with their entire season so far, and with Miami getting into the playoff, taking out Ohio State, taking out Ole Miss, and making their way to the national title scene. Like, that's just crazy. So looking forward to just a good football game. And, if it's meant to be for Indiana, it'll be, but if Miami comes away, I'm not going to be hung up on it.
Yeah. Nice. Andy, you chugging or we all chugging?
I mean, here's the problem.
Oh, geez.
Can't call something the greatest story if they lose on Monday, right? It's a Monday.
It's kind of
still a good story.
It's a great story, but it can't be the best.
Oh,
If they
shitting,
blow it
Andy.
at the end. It's just not going to be. If they come out and lay an egg against Miami, they're huge favorites. I believe they're going to win the game.
Yeah.
And if you ask me this question next week, I'm going to chug, but
It's
I
a
can't do it yet.
statement, Andy.
I have to wait. I mean, look, they were plus 150 odds to win the national championship before the season started. If you put
He's just trying not to
$100
chug
on it,
because he's hungover.
you would have won life-changing money. So, of course, this is a great story, but they gotta get the job done before I'm willing. I mean, Ohio State was a huge favorite to beat Miami, and they didn't get it done. So right now, I got to sip.
That'd be super.
What a buzzkill. All right, fine.
Yeah,
will
that
say
was a heavy sip.
I will say one thing because we're all not chugging, and I said right now, go around. Would you take Kurt Signetti to be the Browns head coach, Andy?
Oh, of course.
Okay, me, yes.
That's the funny. Like,
Yes.
anyone who thinks that's going to happen is a
No, but I'm just saying, would you,
that guy's
John?
got the balls.
Only if Hillberry takes the Steelers.
Yeah, well,
job.
John, what do you would you take Kurt Signetti?
would sign him 10 times faster than he would let him sell for an $80K to take that job.
That's true. That's true.
The guy's very impressive. Wasn't there one more?
There was one more, but you just it's so Browns related. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
All right, well, let's do it anyway.
Fine. 'Cause-
I ran out of beer.
You'll start with
We
Roger.
could just
We'll
answer.
get a beer.
The
Roger,
Browns will
we'll
trade
talk about
back
it.
in the draft.
No,
Browns-
the other one.
That is the other one.
Oh, I had one more. I put it in the private chat.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Let me hide it and then private chat. Did you?
All right, I'll read it. We're very confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Roger's newfound hatred of Catherine Hickman is as annoying as his constant bitching about Paul DePodesta, John Dorsey, and OBJ. Roger, what say you?
Chug it.
Yeah.
Lysandra.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna chug with my drip.
Take the chug.
John.
Chugging just a chug at this point.
Chug.
I'm also chugging.
I'm chugging too.
I think the day that Paul DePodesta left, Roger was like, "Oh fuck, I got to find a new guy to bitch about." Oh, I'll be real with that.
Yeah. I want Roger to explain himself. This Catherine Hickman thing. You really dislike that lady. Just do you care to like give a
Elaborate?
Like, point? Yeah.
No, you know
Oh
what?
no, you
You
be
know,
careful what you
everybody
wish for, Ed.
No.
Everybody says that she's so smart. Listen, Einstein was fucking smart. I don't want him picking my quarterback. You know what I'm talking about? She's a fucking lawyer. She comes from the Canadian Football League. She's a DEI fucking hire. She has no business being in the front office of a horrible franchise. Let her go practice somewhere else. It just drives me insane. It drives me insane. She came out and gave this fucking word salad fucking dialogue about the process is working. Don't pay attention to the fucking results. Our process is working. What's the process? Fucking losing? That's working great. You get the whole thought partner thing, just all of it needs to fucking be blown up. Hillberry, if you get in there, I want to challenge Haslam. I'm going to do it right here on Dawg Chug to a what's the dude's name from Westlake? Ed, the boxing match.
Oh, Paul, Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, I want to get in the ring with Haslam. I challenge him right now to a charity boxing match, and I get proceeds, and I'll box him. I'm ready to fight him.
Okay.
All right.
Challenge put out there. By the way, the YouTube algorithm after that answer just distributed this podcast to negative 10 people.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Roger.
Jake, if you're out there, hey, anytime. We're gonna.
No, wait. Roger's challenging Jimmy Haslam to a.
Yeah, but I want Jake Paul to promote it. So I mean,
I want him to promote it. And,
Yeah.
Right, Jake Paul,
he's going to be the MC.
We'll let Jake Paul referee, and we're going to put
referee. Yes.
Yeah. It'll be on Netflix too. It'll be on
Jimmy
Netflix.
Haslam.
It'll be great.
All right. Let's see. Is that everything?
Well, we could do pick'ems, but I just wanted to say the Chicago Bears won and my pick'em was correct. Why did we lose last week, Roger?
We
What
lost
happened?
because of Roger. He picked the Bills.
Yeah.
All right, so we have
No.
5 games.
No, he picked the Rams and they didn't win by 10.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He fucked up. That was my point. We have 5 games. We have the national championship game and then 4 playoff games. So we're gonna start with our guests. We'll go to Lysandra, we'll go to Roger, we'll go to Ed, and we'll go to me. I'll pick whatever we have left.
Okay.
So John, pick any spread or any over under on any of the 5 games that we have. I have the odds here if you want them.
Yeah, read them off.
Well, let's see. Okay.
I mean, basically, it comes down to there's only 5 games, so we're all going to pick one game. It comes down to basically what.
All right,
spread
we
you're
got the
gonna want.
Bills and the Broncos. Bills are a 1.5 favorite. We got the 49ers and the Seahawks. The Seahawks are 7-point favorites. And I think I said the Bills were 1.5 favorites. They're actually getting a 1.5. I was wrong on that one. The Texans are playing the Patriots. Patriots are 3-point favorites. Rams are playing the Bears. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites. And then Miami is playing Indiana. Indiana is 8.5-point favorites. If you want over-unders, I mean, ask me specifically.
Well, I think the most intriguing game for this weekend, outside of the obviously the national championship between Indiana and Miami, is going to be awesome. But my eyes are going to be glued for LA versus Chicago. I think we had such a great preview of that game. I think it was just a couple weeks ago where they absolutely just got into a diabolical shootout. If I'm looking correctly, I think the over under for LA versus Chicago is 48.5.
48.5. That's correct.
I would take the over. I think it's going to be an offensive, just shootout level game. I think we're going to see the best of offensives in the NFL, and I can't wait to watch that game. I think the points are going to be flying.
Hey, it is the last game of the NFL slate. Lysandra, you got 4 games left.
Shit. Okay. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos Bills game just because I moved from Denver.
Okay.
Damn it.
So the
That was
Bills
my game.
are getting a 1.5. Broncos are getting a 1.5. It's in Denver.
Yeah.
In Denver.
Struggle.
It is in Denver. Now, what do you want me to pick? The spread or the over under? Or either
Over under is
No,
40.
you pick the game.
Either or.
Oh, gosh, for this one, I'm gonna go. Oh God, see the Broncos secondary is gonna give Josh
You
Allen.
took my thunder. I was going to pick this game. I was going to go with the Bills.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the Bills.
Yeah.
Like, even though the Broncos have,
They don't have. Yeah, this is their year. They don't have Mahomes to go through. They don't got. I'm telling you, this reminds me of '96 when the
This is
Jaguars went to
this
Denver.
is
and beat
like
Elway.
this is Josh
I
Allen's
was going
year.
Denver. I think Denver's going to win.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
see, because I feel like this
No.
is Josh Allen's year to get
All right,
past-
well,
I do
get
too.
it in
Rodney
the
fucked
AFC
up last
without.
week.
Yeah,
Patrick
you.
Mahomes.
Thanks, Andy.
See,
Thank
yeah,
you, Andy.
give me the Bills.
All right. See
No.
if you hadn't taken that team, Ed wouldn't have been able to save us because
Yeah.
Roger goes
Oh,
next.
see, I've always had a thing for the Bills. They're like my plan.
I
B
would-
team. I
Lysandra,
love
you
them
still-
since
I
the
would've went with
90s. Jim
Bills.
Kelly,
Right.
Thurman
Norman
Thomas.
Thomas, Bruce Smith.
Yes,
Andre
Don
Reed.
Beebe, Andre Reed. Oh man,
So
good times.
Coach
That
Mark
was a
Levy.
good. That was a fun team to watch.
We got the Bills. So we have the
Yeah.
Bills and we have the over of the Rams Bears games. Now, Roger's coming to you. You can pick between the 49ers Seahawks, the Texans Patriots, or Miami Indiana.
What's the Seahawks? What's that game? What's the points?
49ers are 7-point dogs to the Seattle Seahawks.
In San Fran, or no, it's in Seattle.
In Seattle with the 12th man.
And then what? The New England's giving 3 in New England.
Patriots are giving 3 in New England.
In New England,
Yeah.
Give me the Patriots.
Patriots got it. All right, Ed.
That Seattle's tempting, though, man. Seattle, I like Seattle.
Like, let's just do this. Let's do this. Who's your daddy? Indiana. I'm giving up 8.5 points. I don't care. I think Fernando Mendoza and the Hoosiers put the whooping at Hard Rock Stadium to the Miami Hurricanes and Carson Beck. I just think they're going to steamroll them, and that's why I'm going with Hoosiers.
Big Ten football. Big
got
Ten
Indiana.
football.
All right. I got one game, so I have to pick between the 49ers and Seattle. I think that's a perfectly laid line. I hate that line. 7 points. If it was 6.5, I think I'd go with the 49ers. If it was 7.5, I think I'd go with Seattle. So I'm just going to take the over 44.5 points in that game. I think there'll be a little more scoring. All right. And then
the last time they played, they didn't score that many points.
We're going to win.
They're going to score more this time, Ed.
Okay. Fair enough.
We're going to win. We got to need the Bills.
Well, before we get to that game, Roger's going to have fucked that all up. Don't you worry.
I had a good bet. New England's we got a quarterback.
Drake May.
All right. So here we go.
I did win the last time that.
Yeah, you.
Yes,
won
you
the
did.
last time I was on.
Yes,
that was
yes you did.
Sandra won the last time.
Every time I take the Bills, they burn me. Every time.
All right. So this bet is going to pay $450.69.
Nice.
Means you guys will all be winning whatever 1/5 of that is.
Yeah, we don't do math on the Dawg Chug. We're not doing it. We're not starting today. We're not going to start today. Okay, we're not going to do it.
$89.75 each.
Jeez. Way to ruin it.
That would help pay for StreamYard. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
Right. Well, with that, though, I think it's the end of our show. John, I hope you get the job because, first of all,
yes.
I mean, I think you'd be as shitty as all the other coaches, but it'd be so fun to know the head coach of the Cleveland Browns and come on our show.
That's why I'm in.
That's
You're
why.
gonna. You know how they do a 92.3 The Fan show? Are you gonna come on and give us 10 minutes every week?
Oh yeah. Hey, whatever commitment you guys need from me, if I secure this gig, I understand. I'll be there.
Are you going to tell the owners of the Cleveland Browns that you will take the job, but they have to be with the understanding that you're allowed to come on and say anything that you want, even if it's a racist? You're allowed.
Well, I mean, I could talk to Jimmy. I think I could talk to Andrew. They had the Kevin Stefanski show on 92.3, so why not the Hillberry show?
John, I just have one request. When you get the job, I want a picture with the coach of the Cleveland Browns and myself under the water tower in North Olmsted. That's what I want.
I want us all to have a job on your media team. How about that?
I would be more than happy to hire every single one of you.
Yeah, you know who's gonna get in the way of that is Catherine fucking Hickman. That's
Oh yeah, we would be a legal liability probably.
By the way, we have North Korea checking in.
Yeah, is it North Korea or is it Berea? We got North Korea tonight.
Yeah.
Well, that's been an amazing episode of the Dawg Chug. If I do say so myself, Ed, you were incredible today. You're top 10. That was wild.
That was fire.
It happens.
You had a really good break-ed news tonight.
Thank
so
you.
well done, you. Roger, thanks for getting drunk again. I know I can always count on you. You're the best. You're as dependable as they come in this industry.
Yeah, he does do that well.
We've missed you. We're so glad you came back on. I hope you keep doing it because you're way better than Alana. Don't tell her I said that, but it's true. Plus, she's becoming a movie star now, so we're going to need you. So please keep coming back. It's better when we have a female on. It makes us legitimate. You know what I mean? Right. And John, I want you to get the job. You're amazing. You're hilarious. Thank you for coming on and just off the cuff answering all our questions, all our nonsense. That was hilarious. We love you.
Our nonsense won't be as bad as the nonsense we're going to get on Friday.
I hope you have bad news with your future schedule so you have more time with the Dawg Chug. I'm very selfish like that. Because you're great.
I'm always happy to make the time when I can.
Andy tried to get me fired at work because he wanted more Dawg Chug time. So, I mean, it happens. It happens.
Thank you so much for having me.
To the people that employ Ed, please start making him work between the hours of 9:30 and 10:30. I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. With that, it's been an excellent Dawg Chug. So drink if you got them. I'm going to pretend sip like Lysandra because mine's empty as well. That's how you know I've been having fun. Go Browns.
It's a good Dawg Chug when we're all empty.
Go Browns.
Go Browns and go John.